here again, and this time we're going to do Away in a Manger. Let's jump right in. All right, this is a fun Christmas classic. You can look at the same chords I am by clicking on the link in the description, and I'm going to teach you how to play this song in two different ways. We're first going to learn the chords in a simple rhythm so you can sing along. Then I'm also going to teach you how to play the melody in the right hand so that you can play it in between the verses. Let's start by learning the chords of this song. All right, so this right here is middle C. This song is in the key of G, which means we use F sharp. So that scale is going to be like that, all of those notes. And our first chord is going to be G. When you are singing the song, I'm going to suggest you play your right hand G just like this, B, D, and G. And then it says G7. You just drop that top note down to here. It's debatable whether you want to include that or not. You can do it if you want. And then it goes to a C chord, which will be right here. So our thumb is on middle C, C, E, and G. And then back to the G chord again. Then we go to a D chord, drop our B here down to this A. So we've got A, D, and F sharp. Back to a C chord there, and then to a G chord. All right, so far we know all of these chords. We go into the next part, G, G7, C, back to G. And then there's a D7 here. So if I go to my D chord, and I'm going to take this D and drop it down here to the C. That is a D7. So A, C, F sharp up there at the top. Back to G. Now for this A minor chord, I would suggest actually just going back to the C chord and allow your left hand to play the A. And then that's going to make it an A minor 7. And then back to D7 and then to G. All right, so for the left hand, what I'm going to suggest is you do a roll from the name of the chord to the fifth to the octave above. And so on G, it's going to be like this, G, D, G. When you go to C, you're going to drop down here to C, G, C. Okay, back to G again. When you go to D, it's D, A, D, like that. And then G, D, G. The only part where you're going to do something different is at that A minor chord. What I would do is I would just go A, C, D, because that's the quick change. It's a sleep, it's the first two beats of the measure, and then the D7 comes on just a single beat, and then back to the G chord again. Okay? And then play the right hand on the downbeat. So it's like this. So your left hand is one note per beat. And essentially you're playing each chord for one measure. As you approach the A minor, you'll see how we do that. It's a little different. Here's the D7, G, A minor, D7 to the G. Okay, notice how that was a quick change. 2 beats on the A minor, 1 beat on the D takes you to the G. So if you sing it, it's like this. Away in a manger, no crib for a bed, the little Lord Jesus lay down his sweet head. The stars in the bright sky looked down where he lay. The little Lord Jesus asleep on the hay. Okay, pretty simple, pretty straightforward there, the chords and then the accompanying rhythm. All right. Now, if you were to play the melody, which is a great thing to do in between, so you sing a verse and then you play the melody for a verse and then you sing again, that's a good way to do it. And also for the intro of the song, you typically want to do the last 4 chords or whatever, 4 bars, and I'll show you what you would do as an intro leading in before you sing, okay? But let's take a look now at the melody of this song. All right, for the melody, we're going to start with our pinky way up here on this D, and you're going to kind of work your way down through the D scale, okay? And so when you cross over from this G to the F sharp there, bring your thumb to your 3rd finger. That'll get you down here to the D, okay? So it's like this. That's kind of the first phrase, and it starts the second phrase, which happens on the D chord. Okay, and that takes you through to the end of the first line. And then you reposition your hand back up here to the top with your pinky on the D. So that's kind of pretty much the same as the first half, and now here's where it changes the last line. right? So that long stretch up there, D to the C, drops down to the E and walks back up and lands eventually on the G there. Now for the accompaniment in your left hand, what I would do is you could do these full rolling chords. Or what you could do is simplify it and just do a single chord, so the triad G, B, D here for the G chord, C, E, G for the C chord, D, F, sharp, A for the D chord, and the A minor you're just going to do like we did on the last time. Okay? So you could also simplify it there like this. All right, now I mentioned earlier that you could use this as an intro, and so what you would do for the intro is that last line on the D7, you would do this as your intro. And then you would start singing. Like that, and that's how you would fit the whole song together. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed that. That's Away in a Manger. It's a beautiful Christmas song, a classic that your family will love listening to you play and singing along. Do me a favor right now, jump over to Amazon and check out my book, a piano chord book you can actually use. It's a great resource as you're learning how to play the piano. Drop me a like or a subscribe. I appreciate the engagement. God bless you, and we'll see you next time.